Welcome to the Growth Navigator podcast. I am Pedro Torres Cobas, and today we are exploring one of the most powerful systems behind sustainable personal and professional growth, the Learning Flywheel. Learn, apply, teach, repeat. This isn't theory, it's how I have built clarity, momentum, and results again and again. Let's begin. Here is a quote that guides me. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Mahatma Gandhi. For me, learning is not something I schedule in. It's a way of life, a lens I use to grow, lead, and stay curious. The key is learning with purpose, not just collecting information, but choosing what to learn based on the life you want to build. Ask yourself, what skill, idea, or framework will support the next level of my goals? That's where your learning should start. I read early in the morning. I reflect. I invest in structured learning too, like my training at Harvard Business School online in strategy execution. But learning alone isn't enough. You only own a lesson once you use it. Most people stop at consuming. They read, watch, listen, then move on. But real growth starts when you apply what you have learned to your business, your systems, your team, your life. When I studied Mintzberg's approach to strategy, I didn't just admire it, I brought it into my practice. It shaped the way I structure meetings, the way I evaluate action, the way I lead. Knowledge becomes power only when it's in motion. Now, here is the part most people miss. Teach what you have learned. Not because you have mastered it, but because teaching creates mastery. It forces clarity. It reveals blind spots. It looks in what you are still refining. When I walk clients through my One Focus Goal framework, I'm not just teaching, I am sharpening my own thinking. Read about what you are practicing. Train your team. Share it with a friend or in LinkedIn. Teaching multiplies your growth and makes it transferable. You don't need to be perfect, just one step ahead and committed to the process. Grow in the process. When you commit to learn Flywheel, something shifts. Learning stops being a core and becomes a rhythm. Application becomes your superpower. Teaching becomes your leverage. And growth? It becomes inevitable. You don't chase the next level. You build a system that brings it closer, again and again. Now put the flywheel into actions. Let's make this practical. Here is the flywheel in 4 steps. Learn. Choose one area aligned with your goals. Study it with purpose. Apply. Use it immediately, built into your habits, tools, or decisions. Teach. Share the insight, reflecting back to others. Learn it deeper. Grow. Let the flywheel spin, then repeat with new clarity. This is how you create momentum from the inside out. And in today's fast world, it's not how much you know, it's how fast you can learn, apply, and teach what matters. Here my final reflection. If you're feeling stuck in your growth, it may not be a lack of ambition. It might just be a style flywheel. So here's your challenge. What are you learning right now that supports your current goal? How are you applying it consistently? And how can you teach, guide, or share it with to deepen the process. Get back into rhythm, learn with purpose, apply with clarity, teach with courage, grow with intention. If this episode sparked something for you, I would love to hear about it. Message me on Instagram, LinkedIn, or at www.ptorrescobas.com. Tell me how you are using the Learning Flywheel and what your next learning cycle looks like. Until next time, enjoy the journey, big growth.